Okay guys, let's grab some dumbbells for the next bunch of exercises. Now the other thing I want you guys to do is grab yourselves either a flat bench or a multi-fold mat to create some elevation for these exercises. Dumbbell chest press for this exercise. So you want to make sure you start off with your lower back pinned right up against the bench. So you want to make sure it doesn't arch up. And then you're going to bring your arms down nice and wide. Elbow to elbow should be a straight line, and then you're going to press up in a nice vertical thrust. Very important to have control over your movement. Your turn to try it. Let's go. Skull crusher for this exercise. Now there's a bunch of different ways of doing this, but I'll show you the way I like to do it. So I like to start off with parallel arms so that when you're dropping your dumbbells, it's missing your head and it's actually giving you the most range of movement. So I'm trying to get 90 degrees movement out of this. Make sure the elbows remain nice and stationary and your back is pinned right up against the bench when you do it. Your turn. Let's everybody repeat the last two exercises. Let's everybody repeat the last two exercises. pullover from a supine position for this one. So you can see I've got an eyelet grip going as far as holding the dumbbells concerned. And then I'm keeping my arms relatively soft straight to really emphasize on the triceps. Now, if you bend your arms a little bit more, it's going to give you more emphasis on your chest. So there is a variation. Your turn to try it.
But you need it, yeah, you need it all of the time, yeah. Young blood, so you want me back in the light. So I'm just everything falling tonight. 'Cause I need it, yeah, I need it all of the time, yeah.
Working a variation of a Russian twist for this one. So you can see we're doing it with our feet up. So there's no support there. Your core is a little bit more active. And we're going to try to keep our weight on the butt cheeks rather than the tailbone. And it's just a matter of twisting from side to side for this one. Let's get you guys to have a go. Let's everybody repeat the last 2 exercises. But you need it, yeah, you need it all of the time, yeah. Young blood, so you want me back in the light. So I'm just everything falling tonight. 'Cause I need it, yeah, I need it all of the time, yeah. Chest fly for this exercise. So we're going to lie down on the bench with our lower back pinned right up against the bench. Now you want to make sure you're getting good foot support from this before you get started. And then we're going to open wide. Now you want to make sure you don't exceed the T line when you bring the fly to the down position. And then you want to push up with soft straight arms and bring those dumbbells together right at the top. Your turn to try it.
She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. I said, don't mind, but what do you mean? I am the one who would dance on the floor and around. She said, I am the one who would dance on the floor and around. She told me her name was Billie Jean as she crossed the scene. The heavy hair turned to the ice cream and being the one who would dance on the floor and around.
Traditional lateral raise for this exercise. So seated on the bench with a neutral spine, nice sturdy base, and we're just lifting into these lateral delta raises with your wrists nice and straight and perfectly lateral movement. Now we're just going to go slightly above shoulder height and we're going to stop there, and then we're going to return at the negative nice and slow. Your turn to try this one.
Go shorty, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give up, it's not your birthday.
Let's everybody repeat the last 2 exercises.
She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. She don't mind, but what do you mean? I am the one who would dance on the floor and around. Then I am the one who would dance on the floor and around. She told me her name was Billie Jean as she caused a scene. Then heavy hair turned to the ice cream of being the one who would dance on the floor and around.
Go shorty, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give up, it's not your birthday.
Let's everybody repeat the last 2 exercises.
She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. She don't mind, but what do you mean? I am the one who would dance on the floor and around. Then I am the one who would dance on the floor and around. She told me her name was Billie Jean as she caused a scene. Then heavy hair turned to the ice cream of being the one who would dance on the floor and around.
Go shorty, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give up, it's not your birthday.
Alternate bicep curls. So seated with nice, steady support, making sure your spine's nice and neutral. And we're going to start to pump out some alternate bicep curls. Now you want to make sure you minimize any movement in the elbow, and we're rotating right up at the top, getting that 90 degrees rotation at the top of the biceps curl. Your turn to try this one.
Now I like dollars, I like diamonds, I I like stunning, I like shining. I like $1,000,000 deals. Where's my pen? Bitch, I'm signing. I like those Balenciagas, the ones that look like socks. I like going to the Tula. I put rocks all in my watch. I like texts from my exes when they want a second chance. I like proving niggas wrong. I do what they say I can't. They call me Cardi, Barty, banging body, spicy mommy, hot tamale, hotter than a Somali. Virgo, Ferrari, hop up the stoop, jump in the coupe, hit the bar, top of the roof, flexing on bitches as hard as I can, eating halal, dropping a lamb. So that bitch, I'm sorry, don't got my coins like Mario.
Seated shoulder press for this exercise, but this is a little bit different. So you can see that it starts with a neutral hand position with your elbows tucked in, and as you lift, it rotates and looks more like a traditional shoulder press for this one. Make sure your spine remains nice and neutral, keep your chest proud, and protect your back through this exercise. Your turn.
Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Let's everybody repeat the last two exercises.
Now I like dollars, I like diamonds, I like stunning, I like shining. I like $1,000,000 deals. Where's my pen? Bitch, I'm signing. I like those Balenciagas, the ones that look like socks. I like going to the Tula. I put rocks all in my watch. I like texts from my exes when they want a second chance. I like proving niggas wrong. I do what they say I can't. They call me Cardi, Barty, banging body, spicy mommy, hot tamale, hotter than a Somali. Virgo, Ferrari, hop up the stoop, jump in the coupe, hit the bar, top of the roof, flexing on bitches as hard as I can, eating halal, dropping a lamb. So that bitch, I'm sorry, don't got my coins like Mario.
Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Let's everybody repeat the last two exercises.
Now I like dollars, I like diamonds, I like stunning, I like shining. I like $1,000,000 deals. Where's my pen? Bitch, I'm signing. I like those Balenciagas, the ones that look like socks. I like going to the Tula. I put rocks all in my watch. I like texts from my exes when they want a second chance. I like proving niggas wrong. I do what they say I can't. They call me Cardi, Barty, banging body, spicy mommy, hot tamale, hotter than a Somali. Virgo, Ferrari, hop up the stoop, jump in the coupe, hit the bar, top of the roof, flexing on bitches as hard as I can, eating halal, dropping a lamb. So that bitch, I'm sorry, don't got my coins like Mario.
Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
overhead triceps extension with a single dumbbell. So seated on your bench with a neutral spine, and you want to make sure your legs are wide enough apart to give you a nice sturdy base. Then we're going to go overhead and we're going to start to work these triceps extensions with your elbows tucked in by your ears and just lifting straight up. Your turn to try this one. Seated double hammer curl for this exercise. So sitting on your bench, nice and upright, neutral spine, elbows tucked in. We're just going to start to work these biceps curls with a hammer hand position or a neutral grip if you like. Now you want to make sure that your elbows are remaining stationary and they stay tucked in by your ribs throughout the whole exercise. Your turn to try this one. Let's everybody repeat the last two exercises. Single arm row, nicely supported by the bench for this one. So very important, just release the dumbbell until your arms nice and straight, and then when you pull it up, you want to pull towards your rib cage with your elbows tucked in. Keep your wrists nice and straight and keep your spine neutral as well. Both sides. Your turn.
We come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and the cups to the stars.
concentration curls. Now this is a great biceps isolation. So you can see I've got my elbow inside of my thigh and supported, and all I'm doing is just pumping out some biceps curls perpendicular to my leg. So I'm going to hit one side and then I'm going to hit the other side as well. Your turn.
Just gonna stand there and watch me burn. That's alright because I like the way it hurts. Just gonna stand there and hit me right. That's alright because I love the way you lie. I love the way you lie. Just gonna stand there and watch me burn. That's alright because I like the way it hurts. Just gonna stand there and hit me right.
Let's everybody repeat the last two exercises.
We come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and the cups to the stars. She's up all night till the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night till the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. To get lucky. To get lucky. To get lucky. To get
Just gonna stand there and watch me burn. That's alright because I like the way it hurts. Just gonna stand there and hit me right. That's alright because I love the way you lie. I love the way you lie. Just gonna stand there and watch me burn. That's alright because I like the way it hurts. Just gonna stand there and hit me right.
Starting with your arms straight, holding up the dumbbell, we're going to go straight into some dumbbell crunches on the bench. So you've just got to make sure that your lower back remains pinned against your bench, and it's just a nice lift of the shoulder blades whilst keeping your arms nice and straight for this one. Your turn to try it.
without me. Guess who's back?
Skull crusher with a single arm for this exercise. So you can see that I'm using my opposite arm to support my biceps so there's no movement in my elbow. Now you want to make sure that your shoulder to elbow is a straight vertical line. From here it's just a matter of extending your arm down until the dumbbell's by your ear and then lifting straight back up. Your turn to try this one. Let's everybody repeat the last two exercises.
Without me, I said this looks like a job for me. So everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me. Guess who's back?
When love takes over, yeah, you know you can't deny. When love takes over, something's here tonight.
bent over lateral raise for this exercise. So we really want to emphasize your posterior deltoids as well as your traps and your rhomboids as well. Just looking forward on this one and trying to push up with soft straight arms throughout this exercise. Your turn.
Havana, half of my heart is in Havana, he took me back to East Atlanta, oh, but my heart is in Havana, my heart is in Havana, Havana.
Working a cardio combination for this one, guys. So we're going to start off with a minute worth of jumping jacks, and then we're going to go into some fast feet, and then we're going to finish off with running on the spot with high knees. So just make sure with virtually all of your exercises, you're remaining nice and light on the ball of your foot and just trying to minimize any impact on your knees and your hips for them. Let's try to keep a consistent pace between all three exercises throughout the 3 minutes. Your turn to have a go at this one.
What about a good times? What about a late night? Are you really leaving me for someone else? I want to let you know. You can call my name and I'll come running back to you. Running back to you. I'll come running back. You can call my name and I'll come running back to you. Running back. I'll come running back to you.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
To you.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Could've let it go inside. Yeah, I'm working on the problems. Oh, you really leaving me for someone else? I want to let you go. You can call my name and I'll come running back to you. Running back to you. I'll come running back. You can call my name and I'll come running back to you. Running back. I'll come running back to you.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
To you.
Well done for getting through your workout today, guys. Let's take a moment to stretch and cool our body back down now. Comment and let us know what you thought of today's workout, and remember to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all the latest workouts.